in the heart of London, a story of royal proportions is unfolding. Welcome to the Meghan and Harry Tales channel. I am your host, Kelly. In recent times, the royal family has found itself amidst turbulent waters, particularly between King Charles and his son, Prince Harry. The most recent episode in this ongoing saga involves a poignant refusal, King Charles's decision not to meet with Prince Harry. This decision has not only strained the already tenuous father-son relationship, but has also stirred a whirlwind of emotions and reactions from both the public and the media. The refusal to meet is said to have deeply affected Prince Harry, casting a shadow of sadness and disappointment. On the other side, sources close to King Charles suggest that such meetings are emotionally taxing for him, hinting at the complex layers of personal and public duties that weigh heavily upon his shoulders. This situation highlights a fundamental rift, not just in familial ties, but in their handling of royal responsibilities and personal emotions. The media, ever watchful and often critical, has leapt on this story, painting a picture of a royal family caught in a web of its own making. Articles and opinions vary, some sympathetic to the king's plight, others critical of what they perceive as a lack of paternal warmth and understanding. As the palace walls echo with silence, the world watches, waiting for a father and son reunion. Fatherhood within the royal family carries its own unique set of challenges. For King Charles, the role of a father has been particularly fraught with difficulty. Raised in the glare of the public eye, his own upbringing under the Queen and Prince Philip was marked by a certain form of royal stoicism and formality. Historians suggest that the emotional reserves typical of his parents' generation could have left Charles somewhat ill-prepared for the emotionally open and hands-on parenting style that has become more expected in recent decades. Experts in royal family dynamics note that Charles's own experiences as a child likely shaped his approach to fatherhood. Dr. Helena Mears, a historian specialising in British royalty, points out, Charles was brought up in an environment where duty and decorum always took precedence over personal emotion. This has invariably influenced his relationships with his sons, William and Harry. The implications of this upbringing extend into his adult relationships, particularly with his children. Observers have noted that while Charles has made efforts to connect with his sons, there have been notable strains. For instance, his relationship with Prince Harry has been under intense scrutiny, with every interaction, or lack thereof, being dissected by the public and the media. The struggles of balancing the immense responsibilities of monarchy with the personal needs of his family have often placed Charles in a precarious position. It's a balancing act that involves managing the expectations of a nation while also trying to nurture individual relationships within his family. The complexity of this task cannot be underestimated. Moreover, the broader implications of these personal struggles are significant. They not only affect the intra-family dynamics, but also shape public perceptions of the monarchy. Each personal misstep or perceived lack of warmth can be magnified, influencing public sentiment and the overall image of the royal family. For Charles, the crown has often been a heavy burden, complicating the tender role of a father. At the Invictus Games, an unexpected show of support tells a deeper story. The Spencer family, led by the enduring legacy of Princess Diana, made a poignant appearance at the Invictus Games, standing firmly beside Prince Harry. This act of solidarity was not just a familial gesture, it was a powerful statement of allegiance and support. The Spencers, embodying the spirit and compassion of Diana, remind us that Harry is not just a royal, but also a son and a brother, deeply connected to his mother's lineage. This support starkly contrasts with the actions of King Charles, who has been notably distant in such public familial gatherings. While the Spencers openly celebrated Harry's achievements and contributions, Charles's absence was felt, casting a shadow over what could have been a moment of unity. This divergence highlights a broader narrative of family loyalty and the complexities within the royal family dynamics. Moreover, the presence of the Spencers at such a significant event reinforces the lasting impact of Diana's legacy. It's as if Diana's ethos of love, empathy and defiance against royal norms lives on through the support of her family for Harry. This not only endears Harry further to the public, but also subtly underscores the ongoing rifts within the royal establishment. In the shadows of their mother's legacy, the Spencers' presence speaks volumes, Behind the grandeur of the palace, turmoil simmers just beneath the surface. As whispers turn into conversations and conversations into headlines, the palace walls, once thought to be unbreachable, now echo with the sound of discord. The royal family finds itself grappling with not just the external pressures of modern media, but the internal strife that threatens the fabric of their legacy. The heart of this turmoil, the ongoing disputes that have come to be known as the Sussex problem. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back from royal duties and pursue an independent path has not only stirred a media frenzy, but has also exposed a significant rift within the palace itself. The couple's insistence on carving out their own roles, free from the traditional constraints of royal life, has been met with a mixture of disbelief and disdain by the establishment. This reaction is not merely about a break in protocol. It's a reflection of a deeper unease within the palace about controlling the narrative. Leaks to the media, often contradictory, suggest a strategy in disarray. One day there are claims of open arms and understanding, the next there are accusations and blame. This inconsistency reveals a palace struggling to adapt to the changing dynamics brought about by Harry and Meghan's actions. As the palace attempts to manage this problem, the broader implications for the royal family's image become increasingly apparent. The public, once distant observers, are now active participants in the dialogue about what modern monarchy should represent. This shift is not just about Harry and Meghan, but about the future of the royal institution itself. In a palace built on tradition, change comes at a cost. The struggle between maintaining centuries-old traditions and adapting to the modern world is palpable. As the royal family navigates these troubled waters, the question remains: can the monarchy evolve with the times, or will it be left behind in a world that no longer accepts the old ways without question? In royal corridors, the personal intertwines with the political. In the life of Prince Harry, the distinction between familial bonds and royal obligations often seems indistinguishable. At the heart of Harry's story is a poignant struggle, the yearning for a genuine, unmediated relationship with his father, King Charles. This personal quest, however, crashes against the rocky shores of the monarchy's institutional demands. Imagine a world where your every move is not just a family matter, but a state affair. For Harry, his actions and decisions ripple through not just his immediate family, but an entire nation and beyond. It is within this intricate web that his relationship with his father transforms from a private interaction into a public spectacle. The conflict between duty and personal happiness is a theme deeply embedded in the tapestry of the royal family. Members are often caught in a tug-of-war, balancing their own emotional needs with the expectations of royal duty. For Prince Harry, this has meant navigating a labyrinth of royal protocols and expectations, which often seem at odds with his own desires for a simpler, more authentic connection. The role of the media cannot be understated in shaping the narrative around these personal conflicts. Each headline, each speculative article paints a picture of a family torn between upholding centuries-old traditions and adapting to the emotional realities of its members. The public's perception is continually moulded by these portrayals, influencing how the characters in this royal drama are seen, either as protagonists in a struggle for personal freedom, or as heirs who must suppress personal desires for the greater good of the crown. For Harry, the line between son and prince is blurred, a path fraught with heartache and duty. As our journey through these royal tales comes to a close, we've navigated the stormy seas of a family caught between duty and personal strife. The picture painted today is one where fatherhood has not been a smooth sail for King Charles, and the emotional ripples affect not just the palace walls, but extend far beyond. We've seen the steadfast support from the Spencers at the Invictus service, a poignant reminder of the bonds that tie Harry to his mother's legacy. It's these relationships that underscore the ongoing narrative of a prince who cherishes family over formality. In reflecting on today's discourse, it's clear that the royal family's journey is emblematic of the universal challenges all families face, balancing personal feelings with public expectations. This saga invites us to ponder the delicate dance between love, duty, and identity within our own lives. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Show some love by subscribing and sharing. Remember to leave a comment. Thank you. I'm your loyal host, Kelly.